Hi guys, and welcome back to another tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to make a simple Pygame window. It's really simple and really basic. I'm going to show you an example. I'm going to run this program. So as you can see, it's just a simple window and that's all. I can even close it. It's really simple. So let's get started. So first I'm going to create a new project. So File, New Project, and I'm going to name it Pygame Window. And I'm going to create new window. Okay, so before we get started and we start programming, we first need to install the Pygame module. If you haven't installed it, you can go to terminal here, and to install it you follow the code below. So I'm going to use pip install Pygame. So I already have Pygame installed. So if you get requirement already satisfied, Pygame in wherever it's downloaded, then it should be fine. Then we're good to go. So I'm going to right click on the file, create a new Python file. I'm going to name it main. So first I'm going to import the Pygame module, and I'm also going to import the sys module. This is just for closing the window later. So first, I'm going to initialize all the packages in Pygame. So I'm going to write pygame.init. Next, I want to assign a width and height to the window, because like we're going to need to assign a certain width and height to the window. So I'm going to set width equals, let's say, 600, and height equals 700. And now, because earlier you saw the window was white in color, so I want the window to be white. So I'm going to set an RGB value, white equals 250, 250, 250. This will basically put out like a white, will basically make the window white. So I'm going to now set up the window. So screen, you can name screen anything, but later on just remember it, so it's easier just to follow, because screen and window, yeah, so it's like you remember it better. So screen pygame dot display dot set mode. So this way is where we're going to put our width and height. So it's going to be width and height. This part is not really necessary, but when you start to like make a game, this is really important. It's called the frame rate. So this line of code will help to ensure a steady frame rate. Of course, it depends. If you have really bad hardware, so it can't just magically make it a certain amount of frames per second. So it depends also on your hardware. So I'm just going to write clock equals pygame.time.clock. Next, I'm just going to fill up the screen with the color white we set earlier. So screen.fill white. So now if I just run this program, let's say for example run, okay, yeah, you can see the window for just a second only, but it closes, because the moment our program reaches screen.fill_white, there's no more code to go after, so it closes. So what we have to do is to write a while loop. So a while loop will keep the window open. So I'm going to write run equals true, and I'm going to put while run. So basically, while run is true, we continue on the program. So now we want to also get the user input. So like when I click the X button, the window will close. So I'm going to check for event in pygame.event.get. This will get all whatever input that the Pygame window is going to receive, and I'm going to check if event.type is equal to pygame.quit. So basically, if I click the X button, and if I do, I'm going to set run equals false. This will stop the while loop, and then I'm going to put pygame.quit so that all the packages of Pygame will stop running. You'll close the window, and I'm going to write sys.exit. Sys.exit just stops the basic code from running, so it's like a very cleaner version of closing the system. And earlier, now we have this clock.time, clock equals pygame.time.clock, but we have to set its frame rate. So I'm going to go here and type clock.tick 120, so 120 frames per second. And there's also one more thing we have to do. We have to update the display. So I'm going to write here pygame.display.flip, and that's basically it. So now if I run this, there we go. We have a simple window, and if you see, I can close it. And that is all for this video. Thank you for watching. I will put a link in the description to my GitHub page where you can download the code. Until next time, cheers!